Company who have sought to address a common pain point for many of the attendees here today, getting a fast, reliable mobile internet connection while you're on the road. Sharing how they're keeping people across the globe connected with fast, secure, and cost-effective mobile internet service. Please welcome to stage Skyroam CEO, Liu Jiang. Warm applause, please.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Jing, and I was born in Beijing, and went to U.S. when I was 12 years old in 1985, and I stayed in the U.S. for 25 years, 10 years in Cleveland, Ohio. Went to junior high, high school, college, and then after college, flew over to Silicon Valley and worked for a long time, 15 years. So in the beginning, I worked in very large company, Levi Strauss, the jean company. And I worked at Global IT in around 1995. So, sorry, this PPT is wrong. It's not mine. Can you this is a wrong PPT. So in 1995, I helped Levi's work at the Global IT department. And we help re-engineering a lot of enterprise legacy business processes. So at that time, I was in a large corporation, and on the other side of the table are all the startups in Silicon Valley, all these internet hot software startups trying to pitch to Levi's and how they can help us. So after I worked there for 3 years, I became so excited. I want to be part of it. So finally, I jumped ship and started a long, crazy startup life. So my last 15 years, I've been doing startup. It's very addictive. I think when I started when I was around 22 years old, I had kind of an expectation of where I want to go. Okay, but I still feel that I'm not there yet. I haven't reached my potential. So that's why I'm still working very hard. Something happened in 2000. Can you go next? Okay, great. Something happened in 2008 for me. I got a house in Mountain View, 5 minutes from Google. And I had a backyard, and I had a tree. I sat under the tree in my backyard for about 6 months, struggling with a decision. And that decision was whether I want to do this startup or not, called Skyroam. So what happened was that before I was in 10 years in the telecom industry, and I was working with BlackBerry and T-Mobile, working on enterprise messaging and VoIP. And in 2007, iPhone first came out. When iPhone came out, I realized, wow, the future will be all mobile data. We'll be carrying computers in our pocket forever. And not only cell phone become a computer, but all the wearables and the watches and even future, maybe there's a chip embedded in our brain that will continue to be connected all the time. So the future will be data. Okay, and I realized that I must be solving a big problem on data and not on voice. So I decided I was on the wrong track. So in 2008, I created this new technology called virtual SIM. And what happened was that I realized that if the future is all data, if this device or that device that in your pocket or on your wrist all access data, then we should be free to connect to all different kind of base stations and carrier networks. But today, all over the world, there's about 1,000 mobile network operators, each having their own network. And their business model is very simple. They want to lock you in to their own network and not let you leave. But the future of mobile devices is not like that. So there's be billions of devices and then thousands of networks. So there must be a more efficient way to provide mobile data access for all the billions of smart devices of the future. So in 2008, I figured out this new technology that I invented called virtual SIM. But I don't know if you remember, 2008, U.S. housing bubble started. So there was a big financial crisis, okay, in 2008. And no VC want to see me. I cannot raise any money. So what happened was that I stayed in my backyard for 6 months trying to decide, should I pack my bag and give up my house, give up the blue skies and 3 times tennis per week and snowboarding in Tahoe, give up my life and go back to China. In my heart, I realized this is what I want to do. But my mind is telling me that's crazy. You shouldn't do that. Okay, why do you, give up a nice paying job and all this wonderful life? So I struggle. Okay, struggle a lot. But eventually, I made a decision that hey, nothing gonna keep me from achieving what I want, from achieving my dream. Okay, so by end of October in 2008, I flew over to China and landed in Beijing. And in January 2009, I started this company in Shenzhen. So last 10 years in China, this is what I've been doing. Okay, solving problems, tackling problems all the time, making mistakes, learning from mistakes, and getting over the hump, continue to face more mistakes and struggling. But it's a great experience. Okay, I couldn't have made a better decision than to choose China, choose Shenzhen as a place to start my startup. Okay, and China is a big market, but it's also a very fiercely competitive market. Okay, and if you can build a team, build a business, build a successful business in China, you can execute anywhere in the world. So last 10 years, what we have built was called a Skyroam network. Today, Skyroam network covers 127 countries, over 200 carriers, mobile network operators around the world. Okay. Last year, we serviced over 10 million users around the world. Most of these users use one of our products, which is a mobile hotspot. Okay. And with this hotspot, without any SIM card inside, as long as it has power, you just turn it on, and you have mobile internet everywhere. It has Wi-Fi signal, so 5 people can connect together. So just take this with you everywhere you go, and you have mobile internet. Okay, 4G. So this company, we raised a lot of money, over $50 million already. Early investors, including GSR Ventures, CBC Ventures, Vickers Ventures, Javco Asia, and Lenovo, MediaTek, some carriers even invested. So we had a lot of investment. And earlier this year, we just closed our C round, over $20 million. What happened is that once I built this network, now this technology, this software-based data access is embedded in all the chipsets. So all the MediaTek and all the 4G chips that's in your phone is all embedded with this technology. So in the future, any IoT devices using these 4G chips can just turn it on anywhere in the world and be able to access data without having to insert a SIM card or be locked into any carrier network. Okay. So what is the secret? I've been trying to figure out that as well. Before I left Silicon Valley, I had a chairman. His name is called Tsuyoshi Taira. He's an old Japanese guy. He used to be the chairman of Sanyo Semiconductor. So he said, Jing, very good. You choose China. That's a great place. Go. But I cannot go with you. So he said, and I cannot help you probably. But let me email you this picture. So he emailed me this picture, and he asked me to print it and hand it to the wall of my office. So I have that picture in my wall. It's too bad I didn't put it in the PPT today. It was this big bird with this big long bill. Okay, you know, one of those birds in the water, and in the bill is this. He has this frog. Okay, and this frog is trying to get out of that. You know, it's a life and death situation. And next to the picture, it just says, "Never give up." Okay, so I think that summarizes what an entrepreneur should be. You should have a big dream. You should follow your heart. You should go after your dream. Okay, you should execute. Okay, you will face all kinds of struggles, all kinds of problems. Okay, you know, raising money, building team, you know, finding customers, creating a product that scale. Finally finding a business model that you know, hopefully eventually you can break even and be profitable. But the biggest lesson is that if you're a serial entrepreneur, if you're serious about starting a company, you should never give up. Okay, keep going, keep working hard, keep struggling, but don't give up. And someday you will be successful. So I will keep working, and this is Series C. So hopefully, you know, we can keep making bigger and bigger, and hopefully you can all be one day be my customer, be my users. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Skyroam CEO.